for skinny little 4, 5, and 6-cylinder engines. And Mercedes' obsession with safety meant the frame rails were placed close to the center of the engine compartment to protect you in an offset crash. Way ahead of its time, but a big wide V8 was never going to fit. And with Mercedes engineers so busy trying to figure out how to beat Lexus with the next S-Class, they just didn't have the time to mess with the old 124. But you know who did? Porsche. 3 things to remember. Porsche and Mercedes are both headquartered in Stuttgart. They're like walking distance away from each other. See? Secondly, Porsche was in huge trouble with US sales down by almost 90%. They were desperate for money and work. And third, Porsche has an engineering consulting service. So Mercedes walked right over and hired Porsche to fit the new Mercedes V8 into the 124. Porsche engineering would be responsible for widening the front frame rails to make room, reinforcing the firewall and structure to deal with the extra power, moving the front seats further apart to fit the exhaust down the new wider transmission tunnel, and then doing the side impact crash testing. Meanwhile, the new V8, codenamed M119, had just made its production car debut in the 500 SL, and then immediately won the 24 Hours of Le Mans. The 1989 Sauber C9 used a twin-turbo 925 horsepower version of that engine, and it took first, second, and fifth places in that race. Mercedes tested the engines after the endurance race and found out that not only did they make more power after the race than they did before, they showed negligible wear. You can't make this stuff up. Anyway, the M119 came in 2 different sizes, and Mercedes realized that if they put shorter connecting rods in it, the 5-liter could be made to have the same external dimensions as the 4.2-liter, which meant that Porsche's engineering could be used for 2 models. The first would be the 400e, designed for the American market to compete against another car with 400 in its name.